we were recently watching the Disney Channel. I'm not saying one of us was watching Girl Meets World without the other
Were
one.
we recently?
Yeah. Well, I was. And they had something called the movie event of the century year.
I think they're saying here. Even the mouse is like, well, we can tone it back a little bit.
I
We do
thought it
have
was
Frozen
the summer,
2.
but
We have Frozen 2 coming out.
Yes. And it was called The Descendants. And what I've gathered
I think it's called Descendants.
Is it?
Yeah. Very different.
The Descendants is with George Clooney, right?
The Descendants. Something like that.
Yeah, that's what George Clooney wrote in Hawaii, and his daughter runs around in a bikini the
I
whole
thought
time.
Descendant was the one where they go into the mine cave and there's like earth fucking snakes like chopping him. Or this is The Descent.
I don't think George Clooney's in The Descent.
He's not in The Descent.
So
That's why I thought you were crazy when you were talking about George Clooney.
No, there's a movie with George Clooney called The Descendant. This is what our whole thing's going to be about now, so no. We're not debating this. There is a movie. Google it. I know exactly who's in it.
I'm not debating this. You're the one who keeps talking. I confuse the tape for it.
What do you think it's about? I want to know what you think it's, because I know.
Oh, I did see. I saw the vlog.
The villains vlog?
The villains. So it's a bunch of kids of famous villains. I need to look at the camera, not myself in the thing.
It's hard, though, because we're just so ridiculously good looking.
So yeah, it's a bunch of children of famous Disney villains, and they're like some good person's trying to like adopt them is what I got. They're like, bring them over to live in.
Annie meets like.
They live in like Evil Town. Bring them over to Fairy Tale Land, and fucking they might be.
I think
okay.
there's like a boarding school.
And then there's like the sons of the good people, or the kids of the good people are like, they're gonna come over here and fuck our shit up.
They're basically just spinning off of Once Upon a Time and making it a Disney Channel.
I think it's West Side Story with villains and sons of it. Or...
You mean, so not only do we have Teen Beach Musical on the Disney Channel, but we have Descendants?
Descendants, yeah, no.
Okay.
Teen Beach Musical's Grease.
No, it is totally West Side Story. They even call it like Beachside Story, like the movie within the movie.
What's that?
And there's the surfers and the bikers.
Okay. Yeah, no, I remember that. I just remember that bitchin' song with the bikers. I can't remember how it goes, but I remember it was bitchin'.
I think you're just wasted. Yeah, I think basically the storyline is Belle's kid is going to become king, and he's at like magic boarding school, and they don't let the villains kids in, but he's like, no, we're going to do like an affirmative action kind of tale and let 5 of them come, and it's like Corella DeVille's kid,
she's in there, Jafar's kid is in there,
Maleficent, Snow White's, and that's it. So 4 kids get to come.
Jafar,
Cruella, Maleficent, the evil queen from Snow White.
The evil queen. That's what you was like. Snow White's kid. The evil queens from Snow White's kid. Is that it?
I don't. Maybe.
I feel like there's got to be 5.
I feel like
who
there's
does
5.
4?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So let's watch it.
Making 101. Yeah, here we go.
Disney's Descendants. Well.
So that was Descendants.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of like the concept.
I love the concept.
Being perfectly honest, it was nowhere near as terrible as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll go with that.
Well, I also didn't know it was going to be lots of music in it.
I didn't know.
And I feel like a big part of the reason it wasn't so terrible was because of that one Kristen Gentleman song that we couldn't stop talking about for the rest of the 2 hours.
She's single-handedly saved that film.
Pretty much.
I wish there was more of her singing. I feel like they really didn't use her.
Yeah.
As they should have. Because for you tweens watching, she's a fucking musical theater genius.
Yeah, she's great.
Saw her in Wicked, amazeballs. Like, she's...
Here we go with the Wicked.
She was great in Glee, too.
No, she wasn't.
She's so good. Like, anything. I haven't seen her in any other Broadway musical, but I assume...
Why
don't you talk about movies?
No, but she only sung one song. It was a really good song, really well written.
It was
like the perfect Broadway song.
Way better written than any of the other songs. I can't even tell you what the other songs were about.
No, it's because it was written
and I just finished watching this.
It was written for her in a more Broadway style.
I feel like someone was brought in to write just her song. Like, she was like, I'm not doing whatever song you wrote for me. I'm having my people do it.
Simple lyrics, progress the character, like it told part of the story. The rest of the songs it was pop song format, but just written by people who just churn out pop songs all the time. So it's like, what the fuck is that? It's okay, she's singing about.
Well, and that was the thing. It wasn't like marketed as a musical. Like High School Musical was marketed as a musical. Teen Beach Musical was marketed as a musical.
Well, yeah.
We're not going to talk about it, right?
Yeah.
We're not talking about
that.
That was... I want to talk about it, though. You don't want to talk about it.
Be my guest.
You were waiting for that. That was great. They literally sang it word for word.
Yeah, I kept listening, like it was bad. I was getting more enjoyment out of the fact that how, like, you were not handling it.
I couldn't.
And I kept trying to listen. I was like, they're going to change a little something up to make it more hip. It's like, no, they just took the same exact words and, like, put, like, more of a staccato, like, rappy cadence on this and fucking call it a day.
Still
it doesn't really work like that.
Ma chère mademoiselle, it is with deepest pride and greatest pleasure that we welcome you tonight. And now we invite you to relax. Let us pull up a chair as the dining...
Be our guest, put our service to the test. Tie your napkin round your neck, cherie, and we'll provide the rest.
That's right.
There was no candlestick. There was no, like... I don't want to talk about it
fucking
anymore.
MC Lumiere, you know about that?
No, was it good? Would you say it was good? No.
No.
The CGI was really good. Like that dragon.
That one was.
One.
It's funny because the dragon looked really good, but all the fake like
Building
callings
around
and
it,
buildings
yeah,
around
it
it
was
looked
super
fucking
great.
terrible.
We put all the best. I thought the costumes were clever. Like
A lot of good
there was a
costume
lot
work.
of good. Like Disney really needs to market that fucking box like purse thing. Loved it. I want one. Do you think they'll sell that at like the Disney store?
I think a lot of this is pushing merch.
Is it?
That I'm calling it right now. Next time you're in Disneyland, that Ferris shirt with a thing like they're selling that.
Oh, that was
it's
cute.
super easy to manufacture.
Yeah,
It's fucking,
that was cute. But I mean, she was evil.
We never got a conclusion because Mal confessed her love, or had the love potion. He fell in love with her because she liked him.
But no, okay, we're talking
And
about
then
that.
he came out
Let's
from
rewind.
under the love potion, and they're at the big end, and she's like, and I like fucking what's his face, and his girlfriend's standing right there, and she's like, and I'm just gonna say it. And then he picks her up and spins her around, and then like the movie ends, and like,
No, you forgot the part where
pick
she
one?
like flips her hair to the camera and says, "You didn't really think the story ends there."
Well, that's right, yeah.
Can we talk about the fact that she drugged her boyfriend into loving her, and then gave him an anti-love spell, but he knew about it the whole time? So I have something for you.
What is that?
It's for later, to like keep your strength up or whatever. No, not yet. So how do you like feel about me now? I mean, like,
Are you asking if the anti-love spell took effect?
You knew the whole time?
Yeah, I get it. I mean, you had a crush on me. I was in a committed relationship. You knew I would never cheat on her, so you went ahead and roofied me so that I would fall in love with you. And
you're like okay with that?
yeah,
Awesome.
let's go rule the kingdom.
What the fuck, Disney? Really? Like that's just cool now? So you can drug people whenever
It's cool
you
because
feel
she's
like
a girl. Men's rights. I should be allowed to roofie chicks.
If they didn't do the Be Our Guest scene, I would have a totally different take on it. That really tainted my... Because I was, like, invested in the characters at the end. I was, like, literally like, I want to know what happens now.
If I'm doing a quote on the box, like when it's like, Zach and Jamie say this, and like in big letters, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
That's true. But that's the thing, like, I feel like there was a way to do this where
Be our guest. Put our service to the test.
That's making me angry.
Don't believe me? Ask them ditches.
But that's the thing, like, Disney does it where, like, they do things for, like you said earlier, like, we weren't good, like, they didn't make this for us to watch, they made it for, like, the tweens watching this. But at the same time, like...
Real Disney movies. This is a completely different, like, production house.
I'll still go back and watch, like, Xenon and like it, and, like, there's, like...
That's a strong dose of nostalgia that's affecting you there. If you were to watch that today...
No, but I like High School Musical. And I was full on in college when High School Musical came out.
I don't know.
But they weren't fucking with characters from my childhood. Do you think the movie would have been better if no one sang? Except Kristen Chenoweth.
Except Kristen Chenoweth? Oh, yeah. Well... Yeah.
Did they need any of those musical numbers? I feel like
No, that's why I was saying the musical numbers, because none of them were necessary. No. Except Kristen Chenoweth, it was used to, like, drive forward. Yeah. It's like, no, we're building character while she's singing. It's beautiful. That's a well-planned musical song. The rest of them, it's just like, I'm going to do a shitty pop song for 10 seconds. At the end of it, you're not going to know how I feel about anything because the lyrics weren't clear. I'm literally doing verse, chorus, and then I'm done.
I want you to make a sound effect about how you felt about it. That's the end. In a world where all your favorite Disney characters have children, how could Disney fuck that story up?